In 1991, Chiara Lubich, founder of the worldwide Focolare movement, visited her community in Brazil and witnessed the extreme inequality so apparent in the city of Sao Paulo. Chiara arrived at a novel idea: to start for-profit businesses that help people in need, create an environment that is more open to sharing, and increase the value of businesses. The Economy of Communion project is a new global reality. Businesses working together across borders to accomplish one thing: no one in need. 25 years after the founding of the Economy of Communion, the EoC global community gathers together to harvest the fruits of their labor and scatter new seeds of solidarity in the world's fastest-growing economic region, Asia.
When Chiara arrived to Brazil, to São Paulo, looking at the poverty in a big city, the normal way of imagining a solution of that poverty was to start a fundraising project, a program, or maybe to create some charities or some foundations, because it's the normal way of addressing poverty. But Chiara addressed the companies because they understood that in order to change the capitalism, you have to change the basic institution of capitalism, that is company, business.
Through the Congress, many Asian EoC company owners shared their personal experience of how their ordinary businesses were sanctified by becoming working environments overflowing with the grace of authentic communion.
So we always give concern to our employees, our suppliers. We build good relationship with all our stakeholders. We build unity among the workers. All this actually takes extra efforts and increase the costing. But at the end of the day, the unity between the workers actually maximize the efficiency. It's amazing that whenever we practice the culture of giving, we always get something in return.
In 2005, we faced our greatest challenge. Our factory burned down. I thought it was the end of our business. Songsin-dang will not survive to celebrate its 50th anniversary. The next day, a miracle happened. Our employees came with the slogan, "The company under ashes, we will rebuild." We began the restoration. Our recovery operation that was supposed to last a month was completed in a week, and we were back in business.
This culture of giving is helping them to see that anyone can contribute, because giving is not about I give you something, it's reciprocity. The giving we're talking about is always reciprocal. So it's also recognizing that the other can give, that you have to recognize that they are able to give you and you have a lot to receive from them. Gift is already everywhere. When you have this kind of eyes, you discover that all the people are giving so much, and you just have to receive this gift and to reciprocate.
As they come in as a member of our family, we accept them as co-employee, support them, and treat them as normal individuals with no distinctions or markings that they are deaf. We notice that as days go by, our customers come to know that we have persons with disability working with us. Now, a lot of my colleagues in the business community and members of the Rotary Club, as well as those in the Chamber of Commerce, are already preparing to hire the deaf in their level of skills. With our experience, we are able to open the eyes of the community for persons with disability, for them to have dignity and earn the respect that they basically need.
So this is a very great difference between the philanthropy and EoC. There is no contact between the philanthropist and the poor people. Why? Because this contact means to become vulnerable, to open ourselves to the risk of contamination, to become fragile. But for this very reason, because we become fragile, because we become vulnerable, our help is really therapeutic and properly human. The EoC actors know that no one else can in fact free up the poor from misery except himself or herself. The EoC approach to poverty requires a logic of empowerment, of inclusion.
Asia can change the course of globalization by bringing about a unique kind of solidarity. It's unique because it will be borne out by that unique combination of pragmatism, hard work, collective resilience, but also a deep sense of the other, which only a long spiritual tradition of compassion and brotherhood can bring. The world has globalized Asia, but solidarity will make this globalization truly Asian.
The economic communion is alive because there are thousands of promoters. This is the secret. And everybody is the center, nobody is the periphery of the economic communion. Communion is the vocation of human beings. If we are not in communion with the other, our life doesn't flourish. The most beautiful way of living life is living in communion.
Unlike a consumeristic economy based on a culture of having, the economy of communion is the economy of giving. This could seem difficult, arduous, heroic, but it is not so because the human being made in the image of God who is love finds fulfillment precisely in loving, in giving. It is written in the DNA of every person.